couple big things came in today. Big thanks to Carl Schneider. Hooked me up with an old lump here, but it's gonna be perfect as a mock-up motor. And I'm gonna clean it all off and get all the gunk off it, because this thing's got 40 years of gunk and crud and everything on it. But this will be great for mocking up our headers, our motor mounts, all that. And we're gonna really be able to use this thing for that. It's gonna be really nice. Today we're building motor mounts. These are the mounts that were on the car. They sat there. We're gonna reuse these lowers. I liked them, so my goal is to be able to move these to there. So it's about 2.5 inches back. And then the clamshells we're gonna make are gonna space it out to move the motor up. Here's our mock-up motor. So I'm gonna get some measurements off the clamshell mounts here and cut some on the water jet. Got Stan out here working hard on the intake. You're on my YouTube channel now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. really working hard on these intake and heads. The heads are nearly done. They've come out really nice. So he's never done. He's got like 40 hours into these heads already. Now I just have to enter in all the measurements in the computer and draw out the plate that I need. I suck real bad at AutoCAD, so I draw everything up in Aspire and then convert it all over to AutoCAD when I'm done. Let's check out our fitment. Perfect. So what we can do is we can take these now and I'll make some eyelet plates that we'll mock up there and weld them on right here. And that should make it where we can make our full motor mounts. Now we got the motor mounts plates bolted up. Our mock up greasy, dirty 400,000 mile engine. We're gonna bolt our brand new transmission to the back of it and set it into the car. Messed around with this for about an hour now, nice and greasy, but we finally got the motor pretty even and straight. I'm really happy with where it's at right now. Right now, if you look where the old motor mounts were, right there, you see we're about 2 inches back. The nice thing, which is what I really wanted to do, is I want to be able to still use these holes. I can just flip the mount around and use these holes and be pretty close to straight on where I need to be. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to start making my brackets now for my motor mounts. And I've already made a little bracket for the transmission. It came out pretty good. I need to weld it in, but it's bolted in right now to kind of hold everything in place. Firewall clearance. Definitely going to need to clearance this a little bit right here for the distributor. Not very much. Our biggest point of contact on this thing is over here. I've been beating it away as I've been putting it in, but the firewall is really close right there. So I think what I end up having to do with this is just take a whole notch out of this and then re-weld it in. And that'll clearance that really nice. But everything else fits really good. We're gonna have a ton of oil pan clearance. Header clearance looks pretty good. We'll have to see when we get the headers in here if they're gonna fit or not. But everything seems to be really where it wants to be. So now it's time to make the mounts. Sloppily measuring it and eyeballing it, I am pretty damn happy with that. My mounts sit really flush, even on both sides. Crank's really even with the middle of the car. And they are significantly taller than they were before. It's time to get these things tacked in place. And then we can put them on the bench and finish welding them. Just want to get them tacked here so I can make sure they stay in the same spot. A little safer than marking them. Let's get it done. Now that they're tacked up and in place, I can unbolt the mounts and go put them on the bench and weld them up. Mock-up motor is in. Mounts are all in, welded up. Welds came out great. I am going to take them back out when I put the motor in, of course, and I'll grind all the little sharp edges off, and I'm going to powder coat them too. I'm going to get an in-home powder coating kit. So if anybody out there has any suggestions on a DIY powder coat kit, let me know. I've been looking at like the Eastwood one and stuff, but this is it. I'm really stoked with the placement. I'm really happy I got this done today too. I really didn't think I'd be able to get it done by myself in one day, and it came out better than expected. I do have some banging to do on the firewall there, some clearancing and stuff, but it's all in all, I mean, I'm just so excited. The motor's 2 inches up, 2 inches back, and it's just gonna be great. That's it for today. Next video, hopefully we'll have the headers, start mocking those up, along with starting on the build of the motor, which is soon. We got about 40 hours into the heads and intake. They did a little more today, and it's been a long process, but it's coming soon, and I'll show it all to you guys next time. Bye.